Cybersecurity has been an increasingly popular topic of interest. In order to effectively utilize technology in the workplace, we first must be aware of the security threats associated with it. Although there is an abundance of security elements to be aware of, today we will be discussing two important issues specifically related to you, our employees. This presentation is how you can help protect yourselves and our company from a security breach. The two important issues we will be discussing today are 1. Data protection and the use of passwords, bring your own devices, and virtual private networks, and 2. Phishing scams and how to decrease your chances of falling for them. The first part of data protection is passwords. I'm sure this is not the first time you have heard the importance of passwords, and it will not be the last. Having a strong password is a simple and effective first layer of defense against hackers. However, a password is useless if it can be easily guessed by unauthorized users. A strong password should be a random mix of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. It is also suggested that the length of your password is between 10 to 14 characters. Another important characteristic of a strong password is that it is unique. Try to have multiple passwords for different devices as well as for the secure software on your device. If a hacker was to guess your password, having multiple passwords will help ensure they aren't able to access all your data. Although it is important to have a strong password to limit the chances of hackers guessing it, it is also important that you are able to remember it. Do not write your passwords down. This is a surefire way to give hackers access to your data. The last element of a strong password is related to security questions you create in the event that you forget your password. It is vital that these answers to these questions are information that cannot be found through social media. These answers need to be secure information that only you would know. Security questions can be an incredibly useful feature, however, they can also be an avenue for hackers to enter your device. Another important aspect regarding data protection is the protection of data on bring your own devices. Being able to blend personal and work devices has grown in importance to users, and BYODs enable employees to do so. In order to still ensure protection of data on these devices, there are certain security measures that need to take place. First, these devices must be password protected. Second, the installation of anti-malware will protect company data from virus-prone apps installed on your device. Lastly, sandboxing is a concept that allows users to separate work-related data from their personal data on their devices. This enables users to have the freedom to use their device without jeopardizing the security of the organization. The final aspect of data protection we will be discussing is the use of virtual private networks. When using your devices outside the company network, you must use a VPN. Public networks are susceptible to eavesdropping by hackers, and using unsecure Wi-Fi connections increases the risk of having your data accessed by hackers. VPNs create a safe, encrypted connection for users to access company data and resources. Now that we have gone over the issue of data protection, we will now be discussing the next issue employees need to be aware of: phishing. Phishing occurs when hackers send emails with the intent to get you to provide them with sensitive information. They accomplish this by using a guise such as your company's IT department or your bank. It is vital that you do not provide sensitive information through these emails. Additionally, you should not click on links from emails you aren't sure about. These could trigger malware that may infect your device. In detecting whether an email is a phishing scam, it is important to trust your gut. If it seems suspicious, it most likely is, and we encourage you to find clarification if the email is legitimate. Here are some tips that might help you spot a fake, malicious email. First, always be suspicious of emails requiring the input of sensitive information. It is extremely rare that this information will be sought through emails. Second, check for spelling and grammar. These details are often overlooked by hackers and a good tell if the email is malicious. Third, check the email address. Often hackers will use a name that looks legitimate but uses an unusual domain name. Lastly, if an email is requiring you to act urgently, this should be a red flag. Emails that stress the need of you acting quickly could be from a hacker trying to get you to fall for their scam before realizing that it is a phishing email. So to summarize, today we have detailed two important aspects of cybersecurity that we want you to be aware of. The protection of data through the use of passwords on BYODs and through VPNs, as well as phishing scams and ways you can spot these malicious emails. By educating you over these issues, we hope to enhance the security of our data. This will be beneficial for both you and our employees, as well as our company as a whole. We thank you for your time in listening to this presentation and hope you heed our advice with these security measures. Thank you.